Shri Sai Ram. Dear students, welcome to part 2 of the lesson The Village Pharmacy. In part 1, we read and discussed the lesson The Village Pharmacy. Today, in part 2, we are going to discuss the question and answers relating to the name tree which is called the Village Pharmacy. So, let's begin. So, we'll move on to the following questions. The questions are fill in the blanks with the appropriate words from the text. The first one, Nima was studying in the dash standard. So, which standard you will have to note down whether she was in the 6th, 8th, 9th. So, let's look at what standard she is. She is in the 8th standard. And the next question, her father was a dash by profession. So, by profession we mean here occupation. So, we have to find out whether he was an engineer, scientist or whatever. So, let's see what the answer is, shall we? The answer is doctor. Nima's father was a doctor. The third one is Nima came home with a dash in her hand. So, when Nima came home, what did she bring with her? Let's see what she brought. She brought a neem sapling. Sapling is nothing but a small plant. So, she brought a small neem plant with her in her hand. The fire accident took place in dash in Tamil Nadu. The fire accident, we have to tell which place in Tamil Nadu. So, the answer is, yes, you guessed it right, it's Kumbakonam. The next one, Nima's dash were visiting her family from the village. So, we need to say which relations of Nima were visiting her family. Was it her brother, her sister? No, I don't think so. Let's see what the correct answer is. The correct answer is Nima's grandparents were visiting her family from the village. Now, this question is circle the correct meaning of the underlined phrases in the following sentences from among the options given below each sentence. The first one, the country is paying homage to the dead soldiers today. So, paying homage is the underlined phrase, and let's take a look at what are the options. What are the options for the meaning for paying homage? Let's see. So, the first option is showing respect. Second one is passing a comment. Third one, giving a prize. Fourth one, celebrating. And the answer is showing respect. So, the country is showing respect to the dead soldiers today. Let's move to the next question. The next question is, sometimes we have to face some tragic circumstances in life. So, what does tragic circumstances mean here? Let's look at the options. So, the options are surprising events, sad events, cause to be angry, occasions. So, what do we mean? Sometimes we face some tragic circumstances. Are they surprising events? No. Are they cause to be angry? Is it occasions? We've already read and discussed the name tree, the lesson, the village pharmacy, and in that there is no surprising event, there's no occasions. So, what kind of answer could it be? Yes, it is sad events. So, we have to face some sad events in life. Next one, her plans to start a business of her own were nipped in the bud when the bank, as well as her friends and relatives, refused to give her a loan. Nipped in the bud is the underlined phrase. And what are the options for the meaning? Let's look at it. Changed, postponed, plucked the flower while it was a bud, destroyed at an early stage. See, what it is she, whoever it is, wanted to start a business of her own, but her friends and relatives were not giving her a loan. So, what happened? It cannot be changed, it's not postponed, and of course, it's not plucked the flower. So, what is it? Her plans were destroyed at an early stage because they refused to give her a loan. So, this is the right answer. The next one, when a person dies, we pray for the peace of the departed soul. The departed soul is our underlined phrase here, and the options are a missing person, a person who has left home, a person who has died, a person who is alive. So we pray for the peace. So we definitely do not pray for the peace for a missing person, not even for a person who has left home. We do pray, but not for peace. When do we pray for peace? We pray for peace when the person has died. So the correct answer is a person who has died. Now let's move on to the next one. What do you think about the idea of paying homage to loved ones by planting a tree in their memory? Would you plant a tree in memory of a loved one? Why? Answer in about 30 words. So, here actually you all have to think about it and give your own answer. But just to help you, I am suggesting this response or answer. You can just take a look at what is written and then you can frame your own answer. When you frame your own answer, you will be more confident and you will know exactly what you want to write. So, what I am suggesting is, it is a good idea. When we grow a tree in someone's memory, it always reminds us of that person. It also helps in growing more trees, which is useful for us and the surroundings. So, here what is written is, it is a good idea to plant a tree in the memory of your loved one. Definitely it is. And see, when we are planting a tree in somebody's memory, when we look at it or whatever, it always reminds us of that person, of our near and dear one. So, and also by when we plant tree, we grow more trees, there's a more shade, more cool and more uses in our surroundings, and it's also very helpful to us. So please think about the idea and also you think of your answer and give your answer as well. This is a short information for you and let me just read it out for you. In August 2005, a conservation project called Smriti Van of Forest of Memories was started in Himachal Pradesh in memory of our late Prime Minister Sri Rajiv Gandhi. The motto of this project is to plant a tree towards a memory you wish to cherish and help us grow it. Many people from Shimla and tourists visiting Shimla have donated saplings to Smriti Van in fond memory of their departed loved ones. So here we see that in August 2005, a project called Smriti Van was started in Himachal Pradesh and was started in the memory of the late Prime Minister Sri Rajiv Gandhi, and also the motto was to plant a tree towards the memory of your loved one, whatever. And then what happened? So many people from Simla, also tourists who were traveling there, they donated small plants to this conservation project called Smriti Van in fond memory of their departed ones. And the conservation of biodiversity by planting as many varieties of trees as possible, the involvement and participation of people in development, and the increase of the green cover of Shimla are the main ideas on which Smriti Van is based. So, here we see that these are the main ideas for Smriti Van, that is, the conservation of biodiversity by planting many varieties of trees, the involvement and participation of people in this good project. So, this is the main idea of Smriti Van. Now, let's answer the following questions. Answer in 1 or 2 words only. So, you have to give only 1 or 2 words answer for these questions. Let's look at them. How old was Neema's grandfather? The answer is 80 years. All very simple questions, simple and interesting. Next one, what was about to happen in Neema's school the following week? So, what was it? Was it a dancing competition? Was it a singing competition? No, let's look. Let's see what was there the next week. Yes, it was a science exhibition. The science exhibition was there in Nima school the next week. How did Nima's grandfather brush his teeth? So here they are asking you that Nima's grandfather, with what did he brush his teeth? So let's look at the answer, and the answer is neem twigs. What did Nima's grandfather apply on his face? Nima's grandfather's face was very healthy and bright. It was very healthy and bright. So they want to know what he was using on his face, and he was using only neem paste on his face. That's why it was healthy. So the answer is neem paste. How did Nima's father get motivated to become a doctor? So here they are asking you, how did Nima's father, how did he get interest in medicine, and why did he become a doctor? So let's look at the answer. The answer is, he saw his grandfather preparing medicines from various parts of the neem tree. This created his interest in medicine and he became a doctor. So Neema's father used to watch his grandfather preparing medicines from many parts of the neem tree, and that's why he was motivated to become a doctor. Why did villagers call neem tree the village pharmacy? The answer is, the neem tree is a storehouse of useful qualities. Every part of it can be used to cure so many diseases. This is the reason the neem tree is called the village pharmacy. So the main reason is, neem tree has many uses, many benefits, and it can cure so many diseases. So it's a highly useful tree, and that's the reason, and all the parts of the neem tree are used for something or the other. So that is why the neem tree is called the village pharmacy. Next question is, in India, medicines have traditionally been prepared from plants, herbs, spices and everyday kitchen ingredients. Our mothers and grandmothers know how to prepare some of these medicines at home. They often use such home remedies to cure some health problems and ailments. By ailments we mean diseases. Find out at least 2 such home remedies and record in the table below. One example has been provided. So let's take a look at what example has been given. The example is the remedy, condition it relieves, whether it has been tried, yes or no, whether found effective, yes or no. Y is for yes, N is for no, as we all know, and whether it was effective in curing that particular condition like cough and cold. So when we say yes, so when you use honey, mixture of honey and ginger juice, it is used to cure cough and cold. So it has been effective, yes, and it has been definitely tried from many years, many times it has been tried, and you can say honey and ginger juice are very effective in curing cough and cold. So same way, you have to find out 2 remedies like this to cure some condition. That is for you to find out. Of course we know, but you will find out, and it will be interesting also when you speak to your mother or to your elders and find out all this. It will interest you, and you will like it as well. It will interest you. Do you know, a lot of diseases have been mentioned in this unit of the lesson. Did you know that many of these diseases have become very common these days due to our modern lifestyle? That is why diseases like hypertension, diabetes, heart related problems are called lifestyle diseases. So, what is actually a modern lifestyle? Modern lifestyle is normally sitting a lot and no exercise, eating wrong type of food at the wrong times in the day. So they are all leading to lifestyle diseases, and these lifestyle diseases are hypertension, diabetes, heart related problems. And the neem tree has been used in many different ways to cure all these particular problems. Now, some other diseases like chickenpox, malaria, jaundice, and measles are infectious diseases that can be prevented by paying attention to proper hygiene, vaccination, and timely care. So, these are not lifestyle diseases, they are actually infectious diseases, and by paying proper attention to our hygiene habits, vaccination, and taking proper care like eating at the right time, the taking the right type of medicines and all that, these diseases can be prevented. Now let's move on. So this is a very interesting, and definitely all of us like it because it's only true or false. Very simple, very interesting. So let's take a look. The neem tree can fight many diseases. So I am not going to tell the answer. Is it true or false? Can you tell? Of course, yes. The neem tree can fight many diseases. It is definitely true. That is our answer. The next one, a neem tree takes very long to grow. We have already discussed this in the part 1. So you should be knowing, does it take so long to grow a neem tree? I don't think so. It is false. It does not take very long to grow. It is false. The next one, the neem tree provides a very cool shade. Of course, it is providing a very cool shade, and it is even a better solution than even our AC in our houses. It is very cooling tree. It is true. The answer is true. And next one is, neem leaf chutney was part of Gandhiji's diet. So, neem leaf chutney, definitely Gandhiji used to have neem leaf chutney daily. So it is true. It is true. And the next one, the neem tree reduces the fertility of the soil. Is it true or false? I'll give you a minute. This is false because the neem tree always increases the fertility of the soil. It has very good properties for increasing the fertility of the soil. The next one is, neem is an evergreen perennial tree. Yes, you're right. This is true. Yes, it is true. And now the next question is, the lesson says that the neem tree and its leaves are effective as an insecticide and fertilizer. Why is this important? Why do you think it is important to use plant-based products as insecticides and fertilizers? Answer in around 50 words. This is a very interesting question, very useful for our surroundings also. So let's see the answer. Chemical based fertilizers leave traces of harmful substances on the fruits, vegetables, and crops that we eat. They even harm the soil, groundwater, and environment or atmosphere. Plant based products do not have harmful chemicals. They have very little or no side effects. Fertilizers, pesticides, and insecticides made from neem are therefore safe for us to use. So, what are they telling us actually? See, when these fertilizers are chemical based, that means they have some chemicals, and the chemicals will be harmful substances. When we use these fertilizers on the fruits, vegetables, and crops, it is not at all safe. It is very dangerous for our health, for others' health also. Even it is dangerous even for the animals on which go on the soil, right? And these chemical based fertilizers, they even harm the soil, the groundwater on the soil, and even the atmosphere. So it is basically very dangerous. These chemical based fertilizers are extremely dangerous. But on the other hand, when we are using plant based products, but that means these products are prepared from the plant or various parts of the plant, they do not have harmful chemicals. And so there are maybe very little side effects, or sometimes there may be no side effects at all. And that's why we are saying that fertilizers, insecticides, pesticides When they are prepared from the neem tree, they are extremely safe to use. There is nothing harmful in that at all. The next one, and this is a very lovely question. Neema says, so you know that that girl's name is Neema in the lesson, and she's saying, how blessed I am to be named after the neem tree. Why do you think Neema said that? I think you already know the answer, but anyway, I will give it to you. The answer is Neema's name comes from the word neem, which is the name of a tree with wonderful qualities. These qualities of the neem tree make it very useful, healthy, and beneficial for all of us. Neema thinks that she is lucky that her name is similar to this wonderful tree. So, as we all know, this neem tree is a miraculous tree. It cures so many diseases. All the parts of the neem tree are useful and they can be used in so many different ways. Even in cosmetics, we are using the neem tree. So, it is a wonderful and miraculous tree. And she thinks that she is lucky and blessed because her name is similar to this wonderful, miraculous tree. So, that's it for today. Keep smiling and keep studying, keep improving. Thank you.